Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate this generous introduction. You know, every time Gary introduced me, we always can never agree on the number of years. So I got to set the record straight. I met Gary Davis when he wasn't even in Elk Grove. He was a school board member, and that was when he was still working for Darrell Steinberg, I believe. And so that would make it probably, about 14 years ago. And so, you know, as we get older, we always forget exactly how many years we've known each other. Pretty soon, you know, we'll be old and gray and we'll look completely different, and we won't remember whether we met each other 25 years ago or 3 years ago. But we're not here to talk about how long I've known Gary Davis. We're here to talk about a campaign that's extremely important. A campaign that's gonna change the dynamics of the city council, that's gonna engage community that has been disenfranchised. It's going to engage those voters who want to have a say and we haven't been heard. I think what's important here is connecting with each and every one of you, and you connecting with the voters out there. So from here on out, I'm going to need you to come out and walk precinct for me. I'm going to need you to help me deliver the message to those people who are going to be casting their vote on November the 4th. Oftentimes people ask me, Steve, why are you running? Why are you running for city council? The real basic truth is this. I've lived in Elk Grove for 16 years. My wife and I voted for incorporation 14 years ago. What we wanted during that time was local control. What we wanted to have is to have a say in a community that we love, a community that we wanted to make even better. That's 14 years ago. I've lived in this council district for the last 12 years. I have a vested interest in Elk Grove. I have a vested interest because I have kids that are going to the schools of Elk Grove. I have always dreamed about living, working, and playing in Elk Grove. Even till today, I live here, I play here, but I still work in Rancho Cordova. I think that we can do better. I think that what we can do in Elk Grove is make Elk Grove the go-to place for businesses. I think we need to highlight the schools. I think we need to highlight the fact that Elk Grove is one of the safest places to live. And at the same time, we have one of the best school districts. If not in Northern California, probably in this whole state. That is going to be convincing when you have a school board member who's advocating for those particular aspects of Elk Grove as a city councilman. I think that it's important for us to look at Elk Grove from a macro standpoint, and to see the different aspects that could even make us better. Very difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be one of those campaigns in which we're going to have to knock on every door. And when you look at the number of households in Elk Grove City, it's certainly not as overwhelming as a school board race when we knocked on those doors. But what is important here is this is an at-large election. So it doesn't matter whether it's the council district or they live way on the other side of the city. We still have to make sure that we knock on their doors. And when I ask you to help me on this journey, it's important because the issues that are important to each and every one of you are the ones that I hold dear to my heart. We want our streets to be fixed. We want our city to be safe. We want our schools to be top-notch. We want our trash to be picked up. The basic essential needs to be taken care of, but some of the needs and some of the issues in Elk Grove needs to also be addressed. The housing job market imbalance, that we always talk about it, but you know, time and time again, look, let's get down, let's hunker down and make sure that this is actually taken care of. And what I mean by that is really looking at programs and ways in which we can actually attract businesses. And I will be the first to say that when you start telling a business that if they know what we know, that Elk Grove has some of the best schools in the state of California, they would too want to come here. They would want their employees, they would want their upper management to reap the benefits of a stellar school district. They would want to be part of a community that's one of the safest in the state of California. So that's what I truly believe in. I think that we can tweak here and there and really make this city even better. But what I'm excited about is just talking with the voters and continuing this dialogue. I'll be the first to say that I'm not going to have all the answers, and I'm not going to be able to solve all the problems. But what distinguishes me and what makes me quite proud is I have the ability to listen. And that's the one thing that I've learned in this game is, just to hush and listen. And when I listen, I begin to hear folks with different ideas, folks that can come to the table and say, you know what, Steve, I think you should try this. I think that's worth trying. And so that's the direction that I'm headed. Before you guys, leave, I want you guys to make sure that you guys hang out and talk to me. There's what are your hopes for Elk Grove? I want you guys to take a post-it and put what you would like to see in Elk Grove. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to take your ideas and take it to City Council, to the City Hall. Because, again, remember what I said, I'm just one person. I need to hear from each and every one of you. So you have an idea, put it on a post-it, put it on the wall, because I'm taking those to City Hall.